Dear God, help me find a man. All of these kind of prayers aren't the right prayer. Hey girl, hey, how you doing? There are so many prayers that we pray as women of faith in regards to our love life that we hope would manifest into a dream guy or that ideal relationship or that perfect love that we long to have. Before I get into this, I want to go ahead and ask you to please subscribe to my channel along with click on the bell notification. That way you will be informed every single week when a new video drops your way. Before I was married and I was single, dating in these very confusing relationships where I didn't know if it was the real deal or if it was going to end at any moment, I would pray to God. And I thought that my prayers were drawing me closer to God. I thought that I was being a strong prayer warrior because I would be praying feverishly over this particular area of my life. However, back in the day, all of those prayers pretty much sounded the same. Dear God, help me find a man who's tall, who's handsome, who has a job, who has good credit. Then when I found men who were interested in having relationships with me, I would pray even more again. Dear God, please help my relationship get better. Please let me know if this is the right relationship for me. Lord, let things work out. Please don't let him break up with me. Please give me a sign if this is not the right person. Please give me a sign if this is not the right relationship. Please, Lord, give me a sign that this is going to be my husband. Give me a sign that this is where I'm supposed to be. Give me a sign, God. Now, I'm not here to knock anybody's prayer, okay? Because the Lord knows your heart, and your heart and your spirit will utter things that even you in your words cannot utter. So he gets it. He gets you. He knows what you're trying to get at. He knows your motive. He knows what you are trying to communicate, even if you can't communicate it in your own words. Each of those prayers, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, you will notice that they all have one thing in common, and that thing is you. You are the one who's praying these prayers, yet you are nowhere in the actual prayer. You're constantly thinking about the man or the situation, completely ignoring the fact that you should be putting yourself into these prayers. I used to have all those prayers, right? And I used to pray all these things, and then I would start to get frustrated because I used to be like, man, God, I'm seeking you, I'm praying for you, I'm praying with you, and I'm not getting the results that I want. You know, I'm still falling in these relationships that end up falling apart, or I end up finding guys, but they're never the right guy. And it's like, I'm starting to get frustrated and I'm starting to doubt who God is because I'm praying to him and I'm not receiving the answers that I'm looking for. And then I start to think of myself, God, you put them together. How come I can't find a man? What is it going to take? I'm a good woman. I know my worth. Why do you have me sitting in this season of singleness waiting for this man to come around when he's not even around? What's up with that, God? And you know what God said to me? Selena, did it ever occur to you that the man I have for you is actually waiting for you to get your stuff together? And so, like a light bulb, everything started to change in my mind. And a lot of the times women miss this. We miss that point. We miss this powerful piece of our prayer life. We're so focused on the guy or the situation that we never even take this time to consider, God, change me so that I'm prepared for those things. A lot of the times we forget that what we have to deal with within ourselves can ultimately affect the future and the outcome of everything else. All of a sudden, instead of me praying for the man, I started praying for myself. Okay, God, if I'm in this season of singleness, obviously I'm here for a reason. So what is it that I have to learn? What is it that you need to show me? What is it that I must do while I'm here to prepare me for that next season? If there is a man, and I believe in my heart that there is one out there, because I know my heart's desire and I know what I want in my life, and I want to be married, I want to be a mother, I want to have a family, I want to grow old with somebody, I want to find that love that I learned about for so long in my life. But if that's what I have in my heart, then God, What do I need to do? What do I need to change? What needs to change in my head? What needs to change in my heart in order for me to advance into the season that you've called me for? What do I need to wait on? What do I need to serve you for? What circumstances around me are going on that I need to see and recognize and therefore become patient in, because this is not of my control, but this is of the setting up of the situation that you have already created and designed for me. Lord, show me what I need to do within myself so that when the right guy comes along, I would be ready for him. My prayers started to change. And when my prayers started to change, everything changed. My attitude changed. My behavior changed. My desires changed. My walk of faith changed. So when you're really praying for your love life, you should be praying for yourself. You should be praying for your heart. You should be praying for your mind. You should be praying for your healing of your past, for the restoration of your heart and your feelings. You should be praying on what you should do in your life in this season to prepare yourself, so that way when the next season comes, you're able to walk in it with purpose, with clarity, with confidence. But if you're not even focused on you, if you're so focused on everything else, then yeah, those things can come along, but is it going to be the right thing for you at the right time? Yeah. You could pray for a guy. Sure. You could pray for a relationship. Yes, you can pray for your love life to change the way that it currently is. But if you're not adding yourself to the equation, if you're not saying, God, what must I do to help move this along? Or what must I understand around me to be content with where you have me? Then you're constantly going to fall short in your expectations. You're constantly going to grow aggravated and frustrated because you believe that God's not listening to you. You're constantly going to be asking questions for answers that don't even apply to the overall outcome, because you are the first step. It starts with you. And if you don't care about you, if you're not praying for you, girl, you're going to be waiting for a long time. I'm just saying, if you are having trouble with how to pray, how to fast, how to get closer to God, how to turn your belief around so that way you can focus on you during the season, and you just don't know how, you're confused, you don't know what steps to take, check out my online shop where I offer resources, books, and courses on how you can strengthen your relationship, your prayer walk, and your faith when it comes to your love life. I'll leave the link in the description below. I also have at the shop my newest book called The Christian Woman's Guide to Dating, advice on keeping the faith while looking for love. This book has everything you need to know and understand how you can start the equation with you in mind, talking to God as your navigation and leading you to a direction that will give you that ideal relationship that you have been praying for all season long. Those are my tips. Those are my takeaways. What's your takeaway from this video? I would love to hear it in the comments below. While you're there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you spending your time here with me. I hope that this is something that will minister to you and encourage you to change the way you're thinking and praying moving forward as you go about in your love life. If you genuinely, truly want to pray for that ideal relationship, you have to understand that that relationship requires two people. And while God's working on that other part of the relationship, setting the stage, preparing your environment, helping His heart to come and seek you, what you can do in the meantime is focus on what you can do to change yourself, what you can do to affect your grounds right now, in this time and in this season. And until next time, I just want to say thank you, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.